Question 22. The graph shows the variation with time of displacement for two different waves, X and Y. Always important to be mindful of what's being plotted here. This is time, not distance, right? So we can look at this and say, oh, from crest to crest, that's not the wavelength. That would be the time period of the wave, right? So the period of the wave is the time it takes the wave to oscillate. So here's crest oscillating to crest to crest here. So we're looking at sort of the time period of the wave, not the actual wavelength, even though it's like a physical distance on the page, representing time. Wave X has a frequency of F, and so the wave here has a frequency that they're calling F, and its amplitude is A. Remember that amplitude is the distance, is the maximum displacement. So the particles are being displaced, right, at right angles to the direction the energy is transferring, let's say from left to right. So the amplitude is that, and the frequency is F. What is the frequency and the amplitude of wave Y? Well, if this one goes to an amplitude here, and we can see that wave Y is going all the way up there, if we counted these squares, or you can just maybe see it upon inspection, it's twice the amplitude. So we'd immediately eliminate 1/2 A and 1/2 A. It's twice the amplitude, right? What is the amplitude of wave Y? It's twice. And now we just have to say, well, what's the frequency of that wave? Is it half or is it double? You see how the wavelength of wave X is shorter than the wavelength of wave Y, right? If it's a shorter wavelength, then it is more frequently occurring, right? This wave occurs more frequently. Its frequency is higher. So if wave Y has to have a lower frequency, right? It takes longer for that wave to occur. It takes more time because it's a longer wavelength, more time period. Or you could just kind of think about it. If T equals 1/F, right? And we have one that has a longer time period, it's going to be less frequently occurring, right? They're inversely related. And so if wave X has a frequency of F, but wave Y is less frequently occurring, has a longer wavelength, then we need a number lower than F. And the only number that's lower than F from these choices is 1/2 F. So choice B should be correct for 22. Let's give ourselves immediate feedback in the mark scheme. 22B. Well done.